क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वैयुपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वा तिष्ठ परन्तप.
Chapter 4 is Jnana Yoga, Yoga of Knowledge. We may recall that in second chapter, Sri Krishna talked about presence of Atma, the eternal soul in every being. In the third chapter, he talked about how our duty should be performed. Now, on his own, even without any query from Arjuna, he decided to talk about yoga of knowledge, that is Jnana Yoga. Because to do action, to do the right action, and to know what is a prohibited action and inaction, the individual must have clear knowledge. Only then he can proceed further. Sri Krishna began to say, I first taught this supreme knowledge of yoga to the sun god, who passed on to his son Manu, and Manu passed on to his son. As time passed, this yoga was lost to the world. I am now teaching you, O Arjuna, the same ancient yoga. Immediately, Arjuna questioned as to how it could be possible when sun god existed even before Sri Krishna was born. Sri Krishna clarified in this manner, O Arjuna, many births of mine have passed as well as yours. I know them all, but you know them not. Though unborn and eternal in my being, the Lord and the control of all beings, controlling my own nature, I come into being by the power of my own Maya Shakti. Yada yada hi dharmasya ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Sanskrit is God's language. Isn't it melodious? Sorry for distraction. Let us see what is the meaning of these two verses of Sri Krishna. O Arjuna, whenever there is decline of righteousness and rise of evil, I manifest myself. For the protection of good, for the destruction of the wicked, and for establishing Dharma, I take birth in every age. Dharma, which Sri Krishna is referring to, is trying to achieve social equilibrium on the basis of certain good principles. Jnana Yoga is to know, understand and realize that the Supreme Soul is the Lord and controller of this universe. The Supreme Soul has manifested in the individual souls which are identical in nature. But due to ignorance, these individual souls forget their identity and accumulate karma. On purification of mind dawns the knowledge, the wisdom that the same self exists in all beings. Then the individual soul, imbibing the worldview of the Supreme Soul, works for the preservation of Dharma, being desireless, detached from fruits of action, showing compassion to all. This way, the individual soul gets liberated from the cycle of birth and death and merges with the Supreme Soul. Sri Krishna finally said that there is nothing so pure as knowledge in this world. He who is perfected in Nishkama Karma, that is, working selflessly, finds this wisdom by himself in Atma, in his own soul, in due course of time. It is thus clear that duty is to be performed as a yoga. It will not only purify the mind, but it will lead us to the final goal of self realization. Thank you.